Super! Welcome back to Inherited Dawn, the One Piece podcast that's always supercharged for a new chapter. I'm your host, Franky.
And I'm your host, Robin. This week we got a big Brook flashback, tying him into the history of this new kingdom.
Yeah, it starts with a super cute scene between him and Princess Shuri. It looks like she's about 14 now, and she's just rejected 5 different princes who wanted to marry her.
She tells Brook she beat them all up because she doesn't like weak men or men who can't play music. She's so clearly trying to get his attention, hoping he'll notice how strong she is. It's sweet.
It is, but this is Brook we're talking about. When she says she hopes her chest gets bigger, he tells her that's undignified, and then immediately asks some random women to see their panties.
And Shuri just hurls her sword at his head, a classic response. Despite that, it's clear they have a good bond. They sing their song, "We're all bones when we die," together. It's a nice moment before the heavy stuff.
Right, because Shuri asks Brook why he likes her dad so much, and that kicks off the flashback. It seems like Brook was around 11 when he first met Reuven.
He was living in a junkyard, all alone. He'd made a little violin out of junk and would sing songs. Some of the lyrics apparently blamed the king for his situation, which is ironic given who his only fan was.
Prince Reuven, who was just sneaking out of the castle to hang out. Brook had no idea he was a prince. He just thought this kid really liked his music. I have to say, I just love this whole princely commoner trope.
To thank Reuben for being a fan, Brook makes him this stew. It's made of grasshoppers and a frog with curry powder he stole from the Marines. You can just imagine what was going through Reuben's head. He's probably used to tiny, fancy palace meals, and here's Brook handing him a bowl of bug soup.
He eats it, though. What a champ. And when Reuben tries to pay him, Brook is like, "No way, man, we're friends." That's the moment that seals their bond, I think.
It gets dark after that. Brook gets nabbed by some corrupt Marines. They think he's a drug courier for the Mulan family.
They beat him up pretty bad, looking for drugs, but all they find is his curry powder. This part is messed up. Even though they know he's innocent, they decide to kill him just to cover their tracks. They can't have a kid telling everyone what they did.
But Reuben shows up with the battle convoy, and this is where Brook finally finds out he's been hanging out with a prince. The Marines call Reuben Prince, and Brook overhears.
It's so badass. The rest of the convoy are telling Reuben to stand back, but he's having none of it. He's pissed that they hurt his friend.
Just then, a report comes in that the real bad guys were caught, proving Brook is innocent. Reuben's crew warns him that attacking the Marines is a big deal, since they're backed by the world government. But Reuben doesn't care. He says a government that supports corrupt soldiers is a sign the world is ending.
Then he and Candel just wreck them. So cool. Then we skip to Brook waking up in the palace. It looks like all his injuries have been tended to, and Reuben is right by his side.
Reuben apologizes for hiding his identity, and Candel mentions how they were always in a panic when the prince would sneak out. She calls Brook adorable, which is a nice touch. It makes me wonder if Candel might have had a little crush on Brook back then.
Super adorable. And then Reuben makes the big offer. He's going to take Brook in, make him his personal musician, give him a real bed, real instruments, and send him to their school. He says he knows he'll be a star for their kingdom one day.
And Brook just starts crying. It's the origin of his loyalty and how he became the Soul King we know. It was really well done.
A super chapter. All right, that's all the time we have. Join us next time for more Inherited Dawn.
See you then.